All right, welcome to another Beer-Gineers beer review. So today, I've got two beers I'm reviewing at the same time. I know it's groundbreaking, but I thought I'd give it a go. So I spotted these two beers from Vault City. So Black Velvet and White Velvet. They're down as being modern sour beers. Black Velvet being 6.5%, White Velvet being 6%. What's in them? So White Velvet, we've got coconut milk and ripe banana. Interesting. And on the Black Velvet, we've got blended juicy blackberries, cherries, velvety chocolate, smooth caramel, and creamy vanilla. I don't know if that's the flavours you're getting or what they made it out of, to be honest. Right, so let's see what the story these are. White Velvet or Black Velvet, which one's best? Are these going to be like, I don't know what these are going to be like at all, to be honest. They could be like these sort of smoothie type things, but it's a sour. I fancy the sour, so I'll give it a go. So I'm going to give the white one the first pour. Oh, crikey. That is I'm questioning if that's even a beer, to be honest. Although it's called a sour beer, and Vault City know what they do, and that's for sure. So look at that. What the? That is like just. So you can see yourself. It looks like milk. It's like a. Or there's a head, and you just can't see the head from the body. Right. Sour coconut is what I'm getting off the nose. As I'm dripping this. Hold on. I've got something to clean that up. That is the head continuing to expand on that. Right. I'm going to let that settle a little bit because I can see the difference between the body and the head. Now there's quite a big head in it before I try it now. So now let's see what the black looks like. There's definitely like a sour coconut nose off it. I like coconut, but if someone doesn't like coconut, that's not going to be good. Anyway, so this is Black Velvet. Looks like a stout, although it's a sour beer. Right. So that's what you got. Look at the head in that. It's just kept on going. It's all over the counter here. Right, so I'm going to go with the white one first. Sláinte. Oh, it's sharp enough for a sour. It's definitely a sour. Strangely, the Coke I'm going to try that again. It's quite nice, actually. It's quite creamy. It's more like an alcoholic sort of milkshake, I think, really. The coconut isn't too prominent. You're just getting that sort of rounded sort of coconut taste you get when coconut's in things. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, and then there's like the sourness comes through with. I suppose that is. I'm trying to think what it is in this banana that's supposed to be in there, but I suppose you are getting like sort of ripe banana, the sort of like banana bread, banana flavour, if that makes sense. The sort of banana flavour you get out of banana bread. Interesting, because I thought that was going to be a bit sickly, but it's not at all. The sourness cuts through all the stuff in it. It's quite a thick mouthfeel, creamy, luscious. Yeah, I'm really getting into my sour beers. I like that. That's actually unsurprisingly, considering it's Vault City and they tend to do really good beers from my experience anyway. Um, that's good so far. Right, now, I'm going to compare it against the Black Desert Sour. Black Velvet. Slanch it. As I put that up to my mouth to drink, I got a waft of like juicy berries. Yeah, it's about the same level of sourness. It's quite it's all dark fruits of the forest basically is what I'm getting. That's quite nice, and it's the tartness, the fruit like of berries, like tartness of the berries is what's mingling with the sourness. Um, yeah, I suppose there is a hint of dark chocolate as well, and there is. I can get that. I think that what I read there was tasting notes. Actually, not what's made of it, but you're definitely getting like the aftertaste is there's like a light creamy caramel flavor that mingles with the berry flavor. That's nice as well. Oh, they're two very different beers though. They taste very different. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pick a winner from them, just except to say that they're both bloody good. Hold on, because they're not. They're completely different. The only thing in common is they're sours, but that one's like creamy, luscious. It's more like a milkshake nearly, and this is more like a. It hasn't got the thickness of body that has. This is just like a nice fruit sour, really. So, oh, struggling. I think, but I am going to have to make a decision, aren't I? Which one? Because I feel like it's unfair to compare the two of them because they're very much, like I said, very different beers. Um, Look at that again. Look, it's curdled in there, but it tastes good. I'm going to have to man up and pick one. I'm going to go for this one. One because it looks more like a beer, and that looks nothing like a beer. Um, but also because it's more my thing. I like dark berries and the the sort of dark chocolatiness. Not a huge amount, but it's there. Of it. It's just really nice. It's very quite creamy, luscious. Yeah, definitely I'll be picking this one over that one, over the white one. Yeah. Hmm. Well, try them yourself if you can find them. They're worth good. That's really good. I like that one. Right. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.